The idea that we have a strong economy because we have pumped up consumer debt is just false. Much of the middle class is living just one misstep away from complete collapse.
Alan Greenspan, our national economic leader, has stood up for the last 4 years and told Americans, borrow against your house.
Getting families to take on more debt will yield more money for these companies, even if the number of foreclosures and defaults keeps climbing.
The way we're financing college educations right now, we are mortgaging our very future in this world.
If we don't get this debt problem straightened out, we run the risk of turning into a two-tier society. A group that does well financially, and then a whole part of America that keeps working and that's always just behind, always living paycheck to paycheck. A life not only of great anxiety, but ultimately a life of great vulnerability.
This is going to be one of the watershed days in financial markets.
It's official, we are in a recession.
This downturn will be the most severe since the recession of the early 1980s.
Weekly jobless claims hit a 26-year high. Fewer can make their mortgage payments. Could force 1 million homeowners from their properties in 2009.
The big banks discovered there was money in black communities, in Latino communities, and they sold the worst of the worst of the worst of subprime mortgages. And then, having perfected that technique, they then took it around the country and ultimately sold those mortgages everywhere they could. And that's what caused the crash of 2008. We have giant corporations that have just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And they are so big that nobody stops them. We need structural change, and part of structural change is having some more power in the system. Disrupt the corruption, push back, fight back, get in the face of it. We need not to nibble around the edges, pass one little statute over here about a specific issue, another one over there. If we want to take back our government, we've got to have big structural change in this country. Big change.